Well, I'm out again. What a surprise. But you're sick of seeing me. I'm making videos left, right and centre at the moment. I'm all these weekends out playing. But it is April and May, proper good weather. Or even March, April, May normally. So I'm making the most of it. I'm heading to another place I've never been to before. This is the, well, I'll to wait and tell you in a minute when I get there, because it might be a bit of a surprise if you've never been here before. I have seen videos on this, but a long time ago. I've not seen nothing of late. And the light's just hitting it actually, funny enough. We've just been stood watching the clouds and the rain going over. There's been some wicked looking rain in the sky. You see it falling from the big thick dark cloud. So lucky enough, I've got my waterproof on, but we haven't actually got hit by it yet. But the light hitting the side of this is actually working in our favour. So if I'm quick enough and can get the camera set up, I might actually get a shot of it. But yeah, this is new for me. And when I get there, I'll show you what we're talking about. We are here. Check that out. This is the singing, ringing tree, apparently. And I just literally had to have a proper quick 5 seconds or so, 2 minutes panic to get myself in a nice position. The light is just getting onto it again now, because the sun came through that really dark, thick rain cloud behind us. You can see it there. Look at the size of that thing there. And there was a little tiny pocket and it just sent the light through, and it's just doing the same again now. I can just see my shadow appearing, and what I'm trying to do is catch the light just on the bottom of this, so it just illuminates it enough to make it stand out against the background. And that is spot on for light. What a cracking sculpture this is. There's no wind. Apparently this thing makes some horrendous noise. And the people in the village, Darren said the people in the village down the bottom there will complain, or have complained in the past. Look at that. That is fantastic. Let me flick you around. Look at this. Look at the light. Look at the light on that. Just catching all that top. And you've got this nice cloud here that almost looks metallic. You've got this silvery looking cloud just there, which is absolutely perfect. And then surrounded by that rain cloud. And you've got the light down there in the background, and it's just, oh yes, absolutely spot on. yes. So pleased, because I didn't think this was going to get an image of this tonight. Purely because the conditions. It looked awful just now, but the light on that is absolutely perfect as far as I'm concerned. It's got a metallic glow to it. It's got a shine just catching the top. You've got all the tubes. You can see through one of the gaps where I'm stood now. You've got a light on the bottom, on the base. You've even got a bit of light down there in the field in the background, and then the rest of it's in shadow and darkness, with that one particular cloud just sitting underneath it. Like I said, it just looks metallic. I don't think I can do any better than what I've got in front of me. It just suits the conditions that it's in. It suits its surroundings. It's absolutely spot on. Well made up with that. I'm just going to take one more while I'm stood here. Absolutely fantastic. Now I'm bracketing, even though my histogram's telling me I don't need to, but I am bracketing just as a fail safe, just to make sure. But yeah, I took one originally on the other side over there, and it was leaning over and the cloud was on the back end of it, but here the cloud, it's leaning over that cloud, and I just think it sits, and it just sits there and it sits perfectly. I've only brought out my little baby tripod, one camera, the 16-55 on the front, and it is trying to rain. There is rain trying to come down behind us. You've got light shade, you've got light rays over in the background over there. You can see the rain dropping in the distance down there. It's absolutely mental. If I spin you around, you'll see it. It's absolutely bonkers. Just look at the rain there dropping down on the sky there, and these clouds are so thick, and that's where the light's just popping through that really dark cloud, and it's just creeping through that little gap there. But yeah, we've got light rays and all sorts, and rain in the distance. You can see rain down there in the distance, where we're over there. But look at these little pockets of light in the hillside. So I think I ought to go wider and try and get a wider shot. Let's go wider, shall we? Just whack it open wide. Let's take one with it over on the thirds, get the camera level, refocus it, hit the shutter button. Oh, I've zoomed in, you're right up my nostrils then. Hit the shutter button and away we go. We've got a cow in the field. If he's just to look up, no, he's not going to look. I try. Yeah, cool, really, really cool. I think we're going to stop tonight. So don't know what's going to happen later on, and I've got no idea what it's going to give us tomorrow morning. But I think we'll stay and see what the morning's going to be. There's a walk as well. It looks like there's a walk here, so we can head off over the fields maybe. But I think we'll hang around. I think we'll see what the morning turns into, and I'll put the video back on and record whatever we've got. That cow's looking up there. Oh, I missed the cow looking up then. I'll tell you what, I'm going to take my self timer off. Give me 2 seconds, and if he looks up, I'm just going to hit the shutter button because he's looking good. Right, I'm going to show you these pictures. Enjoy these couple of pictures, and yeah, maybe you'll see me in the morning, or maybe you'll see me in 5 minutes when the sun actually gets lower. The sun gets lower, it should come down below the clouds. So when it comes down below the clouds, it could turn this into completely different. So you may see me then, but otherwise, hang 5. I never know what I'm going to do next. As if it wasn't bad enough waiting for the light to happen, we've now got cows decided to join us because someone has kicked down the fence in the corner there, and the cows are now out wandering around with us, which also means they can wander down the footpath where he's going, because he's checking out Darren, because Darren's got his red coat on. They're colour blind. He's taking it off. Look, he's taking it off, bless him. It's movement they're attracted to. So we've got cows. Look, this cow here has decided that it's come to play with us, and now it's getting a bit scatty. So not only have we got the light to contend with and wait for the light to happen, we've now got cows in. We've got another one here, look. And what's also worse is they've got young, and look, the young's going to come through. And when you've got cows with young, they get a bit protective. So now we've got that to contend with. So I'm either going to stand on the table in a minute or I'm going to hide behind Darren. He has actually took his red coat off though. Superstitious or what? Darren the herder. Herder up. Send them back. Oh, face off. Face off. She's going. Go on, you get back through the fence. There you see. He's a hero, he's a hero, he's a hero.
You don't want to knock on the door.
Dearie me. Yeah, you're right, you don't want them scratching up the vans. He's done it, he's got them back in. Now the other one's going to come and have a look. Bless. That one looks really cool over there. There's one over there, look. One right on the end there. Just staring back. Right, we just need that sun now to come out. We're still here. We are still here, and we're still waiting for the light. The light's now just about in the position to drop below the clouds. So we should be getting some colour. Now I've changed position. I've actually come round a bit further round, and this is quite a nice position. So let me just show you this. I'm looking at it from this side now, and we've actually got vents in the top, so you can see the light coming through the top of the image, and you can see what I've got here. I've got this lovely sky around the side, and just before I had the nice pinks and that glowing on the clouds. So the sky's quite thick, but it's some nice colour in the background. So as soon as that sun drops below that cloud, it should light all this up, but it's starting to disappear. There's not a lot left in the sky at all, so I might have to run round and stand where Darren is there and just get a shot there first. So persevered, we are still here. There will be a couple more shots at the end of me finishing talking, and I will see you in the morning. good morning. Told you we'd stay here for sunrise, didn't I? My app, Clear Outside, I looked at it last night, it said it was going to be a clear sky, but it's not. There's actually cloud, and potentially where the sun's going to come up, it's got a bit of a clear sky. So potentially it could be quite good. But potentially, as we all know, nothing ever goes like that, does it? Right, so we are still at the Singing Ringing Tree. We're just walking along the track. It's currently 5-ish, maybe 5:15 at the most. I always leave my sunrises to the last minute. I thought, well, if I wake up at 3/4 an hour before sunrise, I've got 15 minutes to get myself sorted and get me hair done and put my makeup on and, you know, the normal sort of things, and then make our way down here. But I tend to miss out on that blue hour because I'm always leaving it to the last minute so the sun's just about to peek over the horizon. So I'm not the best at the morning starts. I'm good at getting up, but I'm not good at setting the alarm clock early. That's my problem. But yeah, we are here, so let's see if we can get anything. So I hope you enjoyed those images last night. Last night after I switched the video off, there was a group of lads turned up, which was a bit difficult because they were sort of a group of lads you don't want to take photographs where they are. And then we had a couple of families turn up with the kids climbing all over it. But in between the kids getting off the climbing frame, and I think Darren shot off one or two while the little one was hanging off the climbing frame, off the thing he did. So that'd be interesting to see what that looks like because he was in a good good position for it. But everyone was moving around. We were talking to him. Everything was friendly. But yeah, I think we've got a couple of nice images, and like I say, you've probably already seen them anyway, with some nice colour in the sky, which was all right. But yeah, this is an easy walk, and I will actually say it's wheelchair access. You can park in the car park. The car park's massive, it's free, and it's what, 500 yards maybe down a gritty track. So yeah, it's pretty easy. And I do know there's a few people, I put this picture on Facebook last night, and several people that live within 20-40 minutes of here. No one's ever been, so I'm not the only one. So let's see what happens to this sunrise. Let's see if we can get a picture. Let's shut up, stop waffling, and I'll see you when it's all kicking off. So we've just got closer to the Singing Ringing Tree, and yesterday was no noise whatsoever. I'm going to be dead quiet now and I'll walk up to it, and there's a slight breeze, and this is the sort of sound it can make. So God only knows what it sounds like on a windy day. Just have a listen to this. Isn't that just amazing? Who are the bright people that come up with these amazing things? I am absolutely astonished by the sound that's coming out of that thing, and it's the slightest of breeze. But it's eerie. It is really quite an eerie sound. So that's what we've got for this morning. A nice bit of background music, and let's wait for the sun to come up. There is a little bit of haze. There's a little bit of mist over in the valley over there, which is pretty nice. But you never know. You don't know what happens when the sun comes up. Everything changes. That's creepy. So I don't normally do this and just take the microphone off and carry it, but just listening to this, I just think you need to hear this more, even if it's just background noise, because it really makes the whole sense of being here unique. I've just come up with a fantastic little idea for Osmo users, or for DJI to come up with. So if DJI is listening to this, or if they're not, send this to DJI. Why don't you build this into a little remote control to switch it on and off? Because if you put a little button on the side of the microphone, I could press it and start recording, and I haven't got to keep running up to you, switching it on and running back over here. So think about that one, guys. That would make this little Osmo an absolute amazing little treat to have this as a remote control. So yeah, we're still standing here. The sun's coming up, like I keep saying, it always comes up, doesn't it? It's tucked in behind some cloud over to my right hand side at a sort of 10 o'clock. And what we're shooting is straight behind you. So we're trying to get a bit of colour. Now there is colour in the sky, don't get me wrong, there is definitely some pastel-y oranges, a little bit of yellow and some pinky sort of grades to the sky. I've actually carried my tripod at full height. I've got the tripod right up high. You can see the leg going up beside you. The tripod's right up high because I thought, well, not everyone's got an 8-foot tripod or a 7-foot tripod, so to try and get a slightly different elevation on it. And I'm looking down the valley a little bit. There is no right or wrong position. Darren's got a cracking shot from that side. I just walked around there with the tripod, carried it round, and he's in quite a cracking position because the valley sits in the bottom quite nicely, and it stretches the top of the tree out, so you're getting this longer tree reaching out. So I took a couple of shots over there, and I just basically moved around to get a different position, all the same sort of lights, to get a different position, one over there, one in the middle, and move around. But I kind of finally end up in this position because I like this one better, because you can sort of see through the tubes at the top, so it's giving you a little bit of light between them. I'm catching a little bit of side reflection, a little bit of light on the side of the tubes on the underside. I've also got the valley, and I've got this nice leading line from the bottom left hand corner. So from this bottom corner, the leading line from the bank comes up, and then I've got the tree sitting on this sort of thirds line, and then it reaches back over again over to the sky. So that's kind of where I've ended up. We just need that light to break. There is some gaps in the cloud there, but there isn't over there. So if it just peeks through, we only need a minute, if that. 30 seconds would do, just a little glimpse of the light, and that'll do us, just to really make this pop out a little bit. But I'm still happy. I actually took an image that way, and now I'm looking back again, it's looking better still. But behind, we've got cloud rolling over the top of that big hill, whatever that big hill is. There's cloud rolling over the top now, but we've got this, like I did say earlier on, we've got this haze, and this haze is almost like an inversion, and you can see the top of the hill sticking out. So I took a quick snapshot of it and a tiny little bit of video, just so I could show you what it looks like, because I want you to have the same sort of experience as I'm having. So sometimes I put images up on the screen that aren't that great, but that's what I'm seeing, that's what I'm taking, and that's what I'm experiencing. So I know, oh, look at that, have you seen that light there up on those clouds? The sun's actually above the clouds, and it's catching the top of these clouds behind us. So why isn't it catching the clouds over there? Actually it is, it's just started to catch on the side of the clouds over there, so we might get a little bit of something, but I'm more interested in the fact that I'm here. But yeah, like I was saying, I do share my experience, so if I see something behind me and I want you to see it, I tend to take a picture and just pop it up for you and have a look. But I'm happy, it's alright. I've got my coffee next to me, so I'm just about to have a drop of my coffee. I do get people saying, what's all these things hanging off my bags all the time? Well, this holds me GoPro, so it's attached to my little bag which my camera's in. This is my hand sanitizer, which is a must these days. This is my flask, which we have on here. I've got 2 capture clips on the side here to take my cameras. This is my old GoPro, and I've got a microphone, and then what else have I got attached to me? I've got a little pouch on the side there. That pouch carries me tripod. So I do attach different things, and they are all useful, but just not all the time. So yeah, I do carry lots of bits attached to my bag, but they've normally got something in them. And my radio is normally always attached to me as well, even though it's not on. So there you go, for those people that are asking. Right, I'm going to stop talking because it's just me waffling at the moment, and we're trying to listen to the sound of the tree making its hooey hooey noise. Still amazed by it. See, look, if I had a remote now, I could stop you instead of reaching in. So we're just getting a little bit of light on it now. Darren's got his drone out, which is good because he doesn't fly it very often. He's quite new to the old drone scene, so he's building up a little bit of confidence, and he's getting an image now of the tree with the light behind it, which is quite nice, which means I can't get mine out. We shouldn't really be flying two at the same time. We sometimes have a bit of an issue with that. Now I'm still shooting this direction because that's the image I want, but the light's just peeking through the clouds just slightly, so it's giving me a little bit of a glow on this now, and it's quite nice to see that warmish sort of sheen on it, but we're just not getting those textures on the clouds. That bit of inversion thing's burning off over that way. We're still getting cracking light over there. Yeah, that's one of those things. It's just there, but it's not quite enough. I could almost run around the other side. Snubbed out. The clouds just come across now and snubbed it out. It is so chilly. The light's been and gone. It did pop out a little bit. It didn't light up these clouds above us, but it did come out. It was quite a nice photograph, I think. So you've obviously seen them. You've seen the bit of B-roll that I've done. I've had the drone out. I've flown the drone around, had a look on the top, and Darren's had his out. But our fingers, the fingertips, it doesn't feel that cold, but by God, my fingertips are absolutely freezing. So thank you for watching. Don't forget, like and subscribe. Please share this video. It's a record of what I do, and people might be interested in seeing these new places and, you know, the stuff we get up to, and just inspire people to get out. So don't forget, like and subscribe. Tell a friend. Give us a big thumbs up. It really means a lot, and it does help the channel. Even if you don't watch it all, just give us a thumbs up. It really does help. So enjoy these tunes as we finish off, and I'll see you next time.